Greetings, Sir Daniel 1975 back again here with another ship video. And yes, some of you are seeing this. Yes, this is the Kazon Raider. And yes, I upgraded it to Tier 5U. And yes, some of you are probably saying, what is he thinking? A Kazon Raider? Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent ship, I found out through testing it. And let me also explain some of my logic behind this. I've also got the APU, I think that's the name of it, cruiser that came out in this last lockbox. And I know they're just Tier 5 ships and they can be upgraded with Tier 5U, but my reasoning on this, and I know that they'll only end up with 10 consoles once you upgrade them, but what it does is it gives you a C-store level ship that has been upgraded to Tier 5U. Some of those C-store ships that were Tier 5, some of them only had 9 consoles and not 10 consoles. And so if you got an upgrade token for it, you know, you'd end up having to spend a little extra, whether it be on the energy credits level or on the Zen or whatever. And you would end up with a Tier 5U ship, but with only 10 consoles, instead of some of them that go from 10 to 11. So my reasoning on this is that, when I got this ship, I think it was about $1 million on the exchange, and then the upgrade token was about $8 million. So about $9 million, I got the equivalent of what a ship was, what your average C-store or old lockbox ship used to be, minus a special console. And the other thing is you also get Starship Mastery with it. So there you go. And so your hull will increase, and then you'll get some little extra bonuses along with the ship. Now, some people who played as a Klingon know that Raiders are a pretty darn good ship in combat, and especially now with the Raider flanking. So that's been, sort of my reasoning and behind this ship. Anyway, I've actually really enjoyed it. It actually does really well. So anyway, what I did is I took most of my best gear that I had and threw it on this ship, minus the actual energy weapons, which are still only Mark 12s. But I went with basically the complete Undine setup from the Undine Reputation. So I ended up throwing on there the heavy biomolecular phaser turret, because I had that. And then when I was running that Reputation, I had saved some dual heavy cannons and a turret for a possible build in the future. So I had them docked away, so I used it. But I think the ship's really nice for what it is, because basically for about 9 million to 10 million energy credits, you're getting a pretty decent ship. And it's an affordable way to go if you're a free-to-play player, and it also won't take that long to save up to get a setup like this. And so most of it is going to be, it will really help your setup on this, is going to be, if you want fleet consoles and other fleet gear, you'll want to be in a fleet, obviously. And then, of course, you'll want to run your Reputation to get whatever consoles and things you want to use there. So that's basically what you see here. Obviously, I've got the simulated module. Got the this is also from the Undine space set, or the gear set, or whatever you want to call it. The Universal Hydrodynamics compensator, and we've got my enhanced neutronium that's been up to Mark 14 plus hull. HP, yeah, that's right, this is the one that doesn't have the turn rate, so this one's a pretty good one if you need a little extra structural integrity and resistance to stuff. I only got one on here and it's doing just good. 0-point conduit, you know, that's a no-brainer. Power insulators, critical chance, power subsystems. And then I've put on my plasma generating weapon system nullifiers, which is what they're called, the fleet science consoles now. This is the one plus shield emitters, cruise shield healing, and the power insulators. Of course, you know, it resists shield drain. And of course, those are awesome consoles. And let's see, down here I put in this counter command multi-conduit for this torpedo and that and this. So those are set together. And let's see, got the this is just one I upgraded. It didn't crit to being ultra rare or anything, but you know, it's still putting in a lot of extra points into the phaser damage. And then here's my my vulnerability exploiters for phasers. So anyway, it works really well. It's a very powerful ship. Let me show you stats here. Last time I was upgrading my counter command shield, it critted to ultra rare, and it got a regenerative bonus added to it. On a raider, its shield capacity is a lot lower, but you throw this on a cruiser now, it's really high. And let's see, it's critting up to 9,854 for the shields. This is a raider, okay, Kazon heavy raider, T5U, and if you look at the hull, it's 50,279. Now, I am an engineer and I trained up a lot of hull ability, so yeah, that helps out. But man, a raider with that kind of hull, it's actually pretty cool. Let's see what else is worth noticing. Oh yeah, my critical severity is up around 109.2%, and yeah, my chance is only 9.6. But now a lot of that happened with the mastery, because this last one is 15% critical severity. And then my bonus accuracy is 40.9%. That's pretty high too. So anyway, that's, you know, that. What else could I show? What's the movement say? Movement is not showing. There it is. And there's your movement. It is a very nice ship. I have the what's that ship from the summer event? Well, I have all the summer event ships. The Corvette that you get from Rising, the Rising Corvette, and that ship turns a lot better than this Raider. But this Raider is still really, really smooth in the turn. That's kicking into gear. Yeah, you do donuts. I'm doing donuts around this guy. And also want to show something else. I've left the shield visuals on, and let me take the shield visuals off so you can see why. I actually really like the visuals on this particular ship. Very plain without it. And of course, I didn't do any colorization modifications in the ship tailer. But if I come back here and throw that on, you'll see what I mean. So anyway, I've got that. I've got the engine. I left the engine visualization on. I took the deflector dish visualization because I think it looks terrible on this ship. Where is it? It just is weird looking. It looks like it's got a short lightsaber sticking out of it. It's kind of odd. So I can take that off. I don't really like that. It looks better without it, I think. So there you go. That's the ship build on this vessel. Now, I didn't change. Let's see, where's that at? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. I didn't change my my active space. I really still have it set up for if I was auxiliary to battery, but I think that running technicians is actually really good because it just reduces all the bridge officer ability times, and I've got some of the two projectile officers in there still. So that's actually working pretty good with this build as well. I think that's just fine for anything. And then I'll just do a quick on my traits. People are wondering. I'm just going to wave over everything so you can see. Space reputation. I actually like this emergency secondary shielding quite a bit. And then the starship traits from my other two Tier 6 vessels. Okay, and then space traits up here. And the personal traits. My character is technically an alien. Look at that. So anyway, like I said, that's this ship right now in just a sort of ship build video, and I think it's nice looking like this. It has sort of a it's like a real tactical vessel. Like a drop ship, you would think, something out of a science fiction show like Aliens or something like that. So, to me, almost looks like the vessels from Star Wars, the prequel trilogy, a little bit. The drop ships that the clones use. Anyway, that's this ship, and next time around, you'll see me play it in some combat. So anyway, thanks for watching, and catch you all on the flip side.